Alright guys, welcome back to the Crypto Boys. Joe P here with you, talking about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time because I'm curious about it. I know you guys are probably curious about it. That's why you clicked on the thumbnail, which is going to be your traditional investment. IRAs, 401ks, mutual funds versus crypto. How should it fit into your portfolio? What percentage should you have of crypto? Should you even have crypto at all? Clearly, you probably know the answer to that because you're watching our channel. Let's get into what I think, what my portfolio looks like, and everything else included. So for this entire video, there's a handful of things I'm gonna have to go over, and you are gonna have to decide which one you are. And by that, I mean basically, are you a passive investor or are you actively changing stuff in your portfolio all the time? That's number one. Do you want to just give all of your stuff to your guy, whoever your guy is, to do all your investing and say, I don't know much about this, I don't want to know anything about it, I just want you to make me all my money? That's guy number one. Okay, that's totally fine. If you're that guy, I've been that way before with my traditional stuff because I just didn't know about it when I was younger. So I got a guy, I hired him, and I said, hey man, I'm gonna give you this money. Can you make me more money? He said yes, and I said, okay, great. I guess I'm gonna have to trust you. Now, on the other side, are you the active investor? Now, actively, at this point, me, myself, Colin, both of us, we are crypto investors. We are watching the market like hawks all the time. I mean, that's all I do. I wake up in the morning, I look at the market. I sit on the toilet, I look at the market. Going to bed at night, I'm looking at the market. So I am always watching what's going on, investing in new stuff, checking out new tech and new stocks and whatever else in the crypto world. So that is a big difference there. So you have to decide which one are you, a passive or an active investor in what you want to do. Then step number two of what you have to decide is how heavy in the crypto world do you want to be? What percentage of your portfolio is going to be your 401k that you get from your employer? You know, these are really important things that you have to consider. Like if you are a noob to crypto, if you're like, I just kind of want to dip my toes in the water a little bit, I got this 401k that's matched at work, I have another guy on the side that, you know, I pay for mutual funds, or I'm in a bunch of ETFs or whatever else. Maybe I just want to start sinking in $100 a month or something like that. That doesn't even have to be like a massive percentage of what you're investing. It can just be a dollar amount, however you want to play that. It doesn't really matter, but it's always changing. Once you kind of get your feet wet in the crypto world, it's very easy to just say, you know what, I like the way this water feels, I might just dive in right now. That's something you'll have to consider, that this portfolio is definitely going to change as you continue to go on. It's changed for me for sure. In a little bit, in a couple minutes, I'm going to get into actually my portfolio and the percentage that I have allocated to all of these things as well. Because again, I'm a physical therapist. I have a full-time job. I have an employer. They're doing a 401k match. So we have to talk about that and why it's important as well to continue to contribute to that, because it's basically free money if they're doing a match. So if there's any way that you can get free money or tax credits or tax discounts or anything like that, you're gonna want to take advantage of that, whether it's in the crypto space or whether it's not. In the traditional investing space, if you were doing this, you know, 15, 20, 30 years ago, your probably financial advisor was going to say, hey, we want to get you in some ETFs, we want to get you in some mutual funds, we want to diversify your portfolio. Everyone knows those words, but I really didn't even know what the heck it meant. All it's saying is, instead of investing in one stock, throwing all of your money 100% in to Target or Amazon or whatever, because it can potentially go to zero. Any company can go bankrupt, you can lose all of your money, just like any crypto. Most cryptos have the potential to go down to zero, especially out of the 1,700 coins or whatever it is right now. Probably 90+% of them will. They're fake. They have no utility backing them. You have to find good projects, just like finding good stocks back in the day, right? It's the exact same thing. Now, if you want to be higher risk, you can do that. You can put more allocated to just one single stock. But if you want to diversify your portfolio, you can get into mutual funds or ETFs, which is basically a big giant pool of all of these different stocks. Instead of having to buy, you know, one stock that costs you $1,000, if you only have $999, you can't buy that. You cannot buy that one stock of Amazon or Google or whatever else it is at that point. So you can get into an ETF or this pool of investors that are putting money into diversify your portfolio. Same concept happens here in the crypto world. You can do the exact same thing. If one Bitcoin is $40,000 or $60,000 or $100,000, which it probably will be, you can just buy a bit of it. You can buy a small portion of it and diversify your portfolio that way. One other rule of thumb that I did stumble upon across the internet when I was doing research for this specific video, and I didn't know this actually, but it's kind of a cool idea. It's just kind of a general rule of thumb. It is 100 minus your age. That should be dedicated to stocks. Okay, so the younger you are, the more stocks or specific companies you should own, because it has the potential to kind of make you more money. It's riskier if some of them go to zero. Now, as you get older, you are going to want to have more in your bonds instead of your stocks or your ETFs or whatever else it is. That was the general rule that they were giving, was stocks versus bonds, and kind of comparing them and changing them over time. Now, again, if you're just a passive investor and you're like, hey, you know what? I got my guy. He does all that stuff as I age. I don't have to worry about it. Great, good for you. But if you're actively changing your portfolio all the time, or you want to be involved in that, you have to think about these things as you continue to age, because a 20-year-old that's investing should not invest the same as a 60-year-old that's about to retire. Now, I have some statistics that I'm going to throw up onto the board that I saw, which I thought was actually pretty darn cool and interesting. Clearly, I don't know how you could get these statistics. You would have to have gotten everybody's information in their portfolio and checked their account. I have no idea how you could possibly do it, but it's a rough guesstimate. So let's roll with these statistics. The first one is going to be the average 401k balance by age. By age, check this out, guys. So as you can see, 25 to 34, that's right where Colin and I both sit, $26,839. So if you're below that and you're in that age, you're a total loser. Just kidding. It also goes by your annual income, which is the next thing that's going to pop up on the screen right here. And that is clearly, if you make more money, you probably got more money that you're putting into a savings account or a 401k or whatever else. That is obvious. I mean, that is completely correlated to each other. So that is a no-brainer. But the thing that I thought was really, really interesting was, whose accounts do they even look at during this? Because I'm looking at this other one right here, and this is talking about the median balance of a retirement account. And this one is different ages, of course, but younger than 35 is now $13,000. Where are the differences there? How did that happen? Like, this is so out of left field, in my opinion, that I don't know how they could possibly know. I guess maybe state by state, or your income level, or I don't know. There's probably plenty of other factors. Maybe if you're into crypto or not. Maybe you, instead of putting it into your retirement account, you're putting it into crypto. Maybe that's the big thing. I have no idea, but I thought they were very interesting. The other one that I want to talk about was the median balance in people's accounts, savings accounts, really, for the most part. $2,000 seems to be the average. $4,000 maybe if you're over 40 years old. I'm all for the statistic. The thing that I want to break down with this specifically is that having a savings account, just cash sitting there, other than for like the rainy day when like your tire blows out or something like that, like what else do you need this savings account for? Understand, like, you're saving, but what are you saving for? You have to determine that to be able to put money aside for your portfolio to actually grow. Because if you just have it sitting in your savings account and you're getting 0.002% yearly, you are wasting that money. It could be somewhere allocated to where it's going to actually make you money, guys. You have to think about that specifically too. Now, my favorite statistic. Check this one out, guys. 16% of Americans say that they have invested in cryptocurrency in their life. Okay, and the part where you guys have all been waiting is my portfolio, what I'm doing with my investments at this current time. At this moment in time, I'm about 40% invested into my 401k that I get a match with my work. I put money into it. And they match it, which is great. That's a perfect way to get free money going into your retirement account for later in life. Cool. On top of that, I have about 15 to 20% allocated to just everything else. Mutual funds that I have set up with my guy, ETFs. I don't have any real estate right now. That is definitely going to be, I think, in the future, potentially. How am I gonna have to do that? But either way, that is about my percentage that I'm sitting at for other, I guess, of the traditional retirement, the mutual funds, all that other good stuff. The last little bit, of course, is about 45% of my portfolio is now crypto, is now investing in crypto. And moving forward, that may shift a little bit. It may be a little heavier towards crypto because I have the control over it. I like to have the control over my keys. I like to know where my money is going, what is going on up and down. I just simply don't understand the stock market. It's too complex for me. I don't understand ETFs. I don't understand them to their fullest depth. I feel like I have the power, and I'm helping you guys get the power to understand the crypto space and how you can do investing for yourself when it comes to crypto. So guys, you have to consider what percent of your retirement account or your savings account or your whatever account should be in crypto. I promise you, it is early. It is early in the space. If you get in now, you will be very, very happy. Now, I'm not saying to get into any Dogecoin or Shiba Inu or some other fake coin that has no backing to it, no utility. Find a project that you like. Maybe look at the ones that we're talking about on this channel, or maybe Bitcoin. That's always a safe bet. You're not going to make the 10, 20, 30 X's probably anymore, but there's always that potential to, get into the space, hop in now, hop in early. I promise you it will pay off in the long run. All right, guys, well, that's it. That was my portfolio, a quick little snippet of what it actually looks like right now, how it's probably going to change. So if you guys liked the video, you know what to do. Give the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We are coming at you with new content all the time. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel for a chance to win that $500 stablecoin giveaway that we're doing. It's coming soon, guys. It's coming very, very soon. As always, we will catch you guys next time. Thank you for joining the fittest crypto channel on YouTube.